From an entitled deputy asking an officer to get inside her car,
I can get out, I can get in, I mean, you can come in.
to an entitled cop exposing herself on TikTok.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over.
Here are 5 corrupt female cops getting fired. Disclaimer: all content in this video is for general educational purposes only. This is former Pinellas County Deputy Sheriff Shelby Elise Coniglio, who is stopped by Officer Kristen Higgins for reckless driving. Almost immediately, Coniglio tries to use her position to be let off.
Okay, so driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
And my driver's license, please.
Huh?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license, registration? No?
To every question, the woman has only one answer.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but
Well, that's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you?
I live right there.
Okay.
I would normally, but
Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
my ID is not here. But I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
When the officer tries to explain why she was pulled over, she refuses to listen.
I get that, but I pulled you over because you were flying past everybody and you were cutting.
No, I was just driving.
Okay, when I
the
was
regular
pulling
way.
behind you, at this point you were going like 56 and a 40. You were flying.
No, I was not flying. I was just.
Do you have your
going-
registration with your name on it or anything?
Well, this car is not mine, so.
Okay. Do you have anything with your name on it?
After a point, it's evident that she's drunk and slurring her speech.
I mean, I can get out, I can get in. I mean, you can come in.
No, you're good right now.
Listen, I'm
You're
just
good.
trying to. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever it
You're
is.
good.
I live at that light right there.
Gotcha.
So if you want to hang out, if you don't want to hang out. And so I was like, oh, I'll bring you home.
Gotcha.
Boom, 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 boom. Easy.
She's then asked to step out of the car for sobriety tests, and even that's hard for her to do.
Can you walk over? Are you able to walk over here?
Yeah, in the fucking.
Well, no, I just want to get on the sidewalk so we're not on this. Okay, all right. All right.
And when the officer lets her know she's going to be tested, Elise's attitude totally changes.
Okay, can I check your eyes real quick?
Really?
All right. I want to give you every chance to say that you're fine. Okay.
This is what we're going to do right now?
I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
No.
And you pulled me over for going 10 miles over the speed limit?
You were going more than 10 over the speed limit. And
Really?
it's not just speed, it's also how you were driving.
No.
Look,
10 miles over the speed limit.
I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, unfortunately, we're past that point. You understand my position? All right. I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? But at this point, I can't just look the other way.
This is how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She even implies for the officer to let it slide because of her cop status.
I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you do.
for anybody else.
No, yes you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes you would.
No.
I wasn't in other people's lanes.
Okay. I'm not going to argue about that. There's dash cam video and all of that, okay? Well, I'm hoping that you can show me that you're okay to drive. Okay? But I have to go forward with this. I have to at least investigate
No,
it.
I just want to know.
I explained to you. You smell very strongly of alcohol. Your movements have been very slow and fumbling. You have a very dazed facial expression. All these are signs of impairment.
At this point, nothing seems to be making sense to her.
If you're good to drive, perfect. But I have to investigate that.
No, you have to go over it again.
Okay.
I am showing what exactly?
You have bloodshot, watery eyes. You have slurred speech. You have a
But
strong
I'm wearing
odor.
contact lenses.
Okay. You have a strong odor of alcohol coming from your breath.
But I have.
Okay. All right. as I said, I'm just conducting an investigation at this point. I want to give you every opportunity. You're saying that you're fine. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that.
There's no way in. No way in.
Okay. Can I check your eyes real quick? Just make sure that you're okay?
You're gonna check it? No.
After a long argument, the officer finally starts the sobriety test, and let's just say they don't go so well.
I mean, can you see this light?
Yeah.
Okay. All I need to do is just stand with your feet together and arms down at your sides. So what I'm going to do is follow this red light with your eyes. Oh, careful.
That is.
Okay. What I'm going to do is follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. I don't want you to move your head at all, okay?
If your shoes are bothering you, you can take them off.
That's too fast.
Keep following with your eyes.
It's too far away.
Just follow it as far as you can go.
It's too far away.
Your eyes are drifting. You're not focusing on the pen. I just need you to focus on the pen, okay?
When the officer asks her any questions, the woman's responses are just plain weird.
At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to participate in 2 more field sobriety tests. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
You think that I'm impaired right now?
As I said,
After eyes. So in the eyes.
you're showing signs of impairment. I want to give you every opportunity to show me that you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, there's 2 additional tests, the walk and turn
Sure.
and the one-leg stand. Is that
I'll
something
do all of the tests.
Okay. Perfect.
As the tests go on, it's pretty clear that the woman is in no condition to drive.
1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012,
Hands down by your sides.
1000. Huh?
Keep down your hands next to you.
Oh, now I forgot which
And now
one.
you may stop.
When asked about how much she's had to drink, she keeps on lying.
So why do you smell like alcohol?
I do not smell like alcohol. I smell like pigment.
That's not pigment. That's very strong alcohol. Okay. And, I mean, you're a deputy, you know about HGN, okay? That's caused by alcohol. So, how much did you have to drink? Nothing? You don't want to be honest with me?
The deputy is then arrested for refusing to cooperate with the police and driving under the influence. Once she's arrested, the deputy is clearly dazed and confused from the alcohol. Thankfully, she was immediately terminated after the arrest. While Elise tried to use her influence to get away with a crime, at least she didn't harm anybody in the process. I can't say the same for these next 2 cops who arrested this poor woman just for fun.
Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Before that, though, on August 19th, 2018, now former Ocala police officer Katie McDonald was being pulled over by the police for crashing her car. But when the officers caught up to her, she wasn't in the car.
Everybody all right? This is not my car. Whose car is it, you know? Who was in it? Which way did she go?
Huh?
She ran behind the tree.
She ran behind this tree?
Yeah, the driver ran behind the tree.
You said driving around?
No, she ran.
The driver ran behind the trees.
Oh, this
White girl, black girl?
White girl.
You all right? Hello? Hey. Hey. Talk to us. Who are you talking to? Okay. What's your name? Did you say Candy?
Katie.
Katie?
She works for us. Are you all right? Get up. You got ants crawling.
You work for us?
Yeah.
It hurts.
You got ants crawling all over you.
I know, it hurts.
Katie's crying so much at this point that she can't even talk to the officers.
They told me they were
Say what? Hold on. I didn't hear you. Start over. What happened?
These guys wouldn't stop following me, and they wouldn't stop telling me they were gonna hurt me, and so I got in my car and I tried to drive away, and I wanted to call somebody.
Where were they following you from? Okay.
This woman is going into a full-on breakdown.
You got your driver's license on you?
Yeah. I was so scared.
Alright, come with me to the car.
And I didn't want to drive, but they had me no choice. I didn't want to call 911 because I was scared.
That doesn't make sense. Here, just hang out by my car, okay?
After she's done crying, the cops once again try to begin their lines of questioning. Katie then started telling a story about being chased by a group of men, but she couldn't even keep up with her own story.
They were following me. And I crashed into the ball. And when I got out, I ran out and they were gone.
After saying the people following her left when she crashed, her story totally changes.
I just wanted to leave, and they got out and they told me that I was they told me such a bad thing.
What did they say to you?
They said such bad things. They told me that I was a bitch, and they told me that I was such a bad thing. And I just I called my brother, and I called my brother, and I called my brother, and he never answered.
But at this point, the police can tell that she's drunk, so they decide to question her some more.
You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. Have him or with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Oh, yeah, you're not under arrest. Okay? Having those rights in mind, you want to talk to me?
After claiming that she didn't know the men who were following her, she suddenly seems to remember who he was.
I try to act brave and I try to act tough because I'm a law enforcement.
Okay. I know you said something about you were at O'Malley's.
Yeah.
And there were some guys there bothering you.
They always bother me, the same guy.
Okay.
But Katie keeps up the victim act, changing her story every second.
Yeah?
I called my friend AJ and I told him, I'm like, I don't want them to touch me, and I don't want them to be anywhere near me, and he kept saying that they were, and then he said, don't drive, but I was like, I'm so lost because he was sick tonight. He texted me earlier tonight and he said that he was sick with.
After all that, the officer starts conducting sobriety tests.
Put him directly in front of you in a straight line for me. There you go. Okay, can you keep your feet straight for me? All right. Look at your feet for me, okay? See how your back foot's not straight on the line?
Of course, Katie doesn't do well at all.
5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Put your foot down.
22.
There you go.
When she's taken for a breathalyzer, Katie starts having another meltdown.
Will you submit to a breath test? Yes? Okay. Just sit right there for me. What was my arrival time? What was my arrival time?
303. She's hurt herself. Now, I guess the 12 of us damage. Okay. Bye.
After she failed all the tests, Katie was arrested and charged with a DUI, only to be later fired from her position. Drunk driving is never okay, especially if you're a cop. But you know what else is not okay? Sending an innocent woman to jail.
Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Meet Roswell police officer Courtney Brown, who pulls Sarah Webb over for overspeeding. And right off the bat, things are a little intense.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. You have your driver's license and your insurance card?
Yeah, my insurance.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please.
Sarah complies with all of the officer's demands, but she only seems to get more aggressive.
I'm a hairstylist.
Okay, so you think driving that fast on a wet road is a smart idea just because you're late for work? Instead of calling and say you're running late for work, you would rather risk people's lives.
I'm sorry. This is LexisNexis. I'm trying to look it up. I don't have it printed off.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right with you.
Brown then returns to the car to check Sarah's record and consult with her fellow officers.
I'm having issues with my CAD. Can you please do an 8 and 10 check on the Georgia tag? As well as an 8 and 10 check on a Georgia driver's license.
And that is when things start going seriously downhill, because Courtney doesn't even seem to be taking the case seriously.
So I got too fast for, let me write this down.
Too fast for conditions.
Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless, and then speeding.
Courtney and her fellow officer keep going back and forth, wondering what to do. And that is when she decides to do the single most unprofessional thing you've ever seen.
Hold on. Are you? Okay, hold on.
The two officers are heard using a coin flip app to make the decision.
Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Despite the coin showing tails, which meant release, Wilson suggests a police code for arrest as the two laugh.
This is tail, right?
Yeah, so release.
23.
And then the scene unfolds.
Hi, ma'am. Do me a favor and step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your
doing
phone down.
this?
Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too fast for conditions. You put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, okay?
The officers escort Sarah to the car and restrain her for no good reason before searching her car. She ignores Sarah's requests, which the officer, of course, denies.
Could this
To be at work, is there any way I can just take it or something?
You can make a phone call, but that's all you can do. If you want to call them, you're allowed to call them, but... Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll let you call them, okay?
The officers are then seen shamelessly joking around as she's being taken to jail.
Thank you. Who's it? You're no...
Nope. I am, but without a stamper.
Sarah starts crying and apologizing.
Who do you need to call, ma'am?
Really big day at work.
Who do you need to call, ma'am?
When one of Sarah's friends offers to pick her car up, the officer starts being even more unreasonable.
You want me to come get your car?
Can you please?
He can't come get your car. He can't come and get your car.
No, okay, apparently you can't come get my car.
Why?
I don't know, baby.
Cobb County?
Where does he live?
Go to jail for reckless driving or speeding. He doesn't want to speed.
Well,
This
this
is the one
bitch
thing
is
they
in a
can
bad
arrest you
mood.
for.
Okay, have a good day, sir.
Poor Sarah has no choice but to cry at everything that's happening to her. While Sarah was let off, she later went on the record to talk about her experience.
These people really put my freedom in the hands of a coin flip.
Angry over the entire coin toss that she had no idea about.
This really was all over nothing. It was a game.
After the video was released to the public, Courtney Brown and her fellow officer, Christy Wilson, were both fired for their careless behavior. Being a corrupt cop is one thing, but expecting all other cops to let you off the hook for breaking the law takes some serious guts.
My police IDs in there, too.
On February 5th, 2020, two cops pull over Officer Amanda Myers for drunk driving. She stated she was backing up out of a parking space when another man who was pulling in struck her vehicle.
I'm a cop too, but I work side job and I work at the barn. Okay. And I was getting ready to leave, and this guy's like pulls in while I'm about to back out. And his front passenger light gets shattered because he pulls into me as I'm backing out. And he's going to be like, oh, well, she backed into me. Well, no, he pulled in. And I'm not trying to have my insurance because I know how that goes, like if you're in reverse.
But of course, he has a very different story to tell.
You talk to me over here. Somebody over there was telling her to stop.
Okay.
And she did.
Okay. Did you call or did she call? You call. I got you.
He claimed that he was already backed out to make space when Amanda hit his car. But she keeps blaming him and trying to use her police officer status to get out of the problem.
Okay. Did you offer to give him money just to get him to be quiet about all this? Or because that's what he's also claiming.
No.
Yeah. You're a police officer?
Yeah, I was.
And when the officers let her know that they're onto her lies, she freaks out.
So this is probably the damage that what you're looking at right here.
That's not even the right side. Like, I don't even know, like, this wasn't even there.
Well,
how would
of course it wouldn't be there.
How would that even hit, like, his passenger side?
Well, I don't know, but there are cameras here.
Okay, so this is the cameras.
Are you disputing the fact that there's an accident at all?
I mean, yes and no. Like, I feel like...
Why don't you call and verify that? You feel like what?
Like, I backed up and I felt like maybe like I...
Just throw your keys up on the dash, okay?
And then she tries to downplay just how drunk she actually is.
How much did you drink today?
Not a lot.
What's not a lot?
I'm gonna say like maybe 2 or 3 drinks. It was all before 4:30.
What though?
2 or 3 shots before 4:30. Vodka?
Okay.
That was all before 4:30, and it's 7 now.
Okay. Would you object to doing any standardized field sobriety tests?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
You know that'd be a refusal, right?
Yes.
Once again, she tries to call in a favor by saying she's a cop too.
My police ID is in there too.
What's that?
My police ID is in there too.
I understand that, but you do know what comes with a refusal, correct?
Yes. And I know that...
Do you maybe want to rethink that decision?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, hands are kind of tied then.
When she's being transported to jail, Amanda once again throws a tantrum.
Thank you for making my life more difficult.
You did it to yourself.
No, I didn't do it to myself.
I gave you a chance to do the test.
To do SFSTs?
Yes.
Because any f***ing moron would do that? That's a f***ing trap. Don't even tell me it's not. You're a cop and you know the f*** it is. But to tow my car and to do this to me, like, you're an officer. Like, what the f***?
So are you.
Yes!
She even goes so far as to threaten the cops for arresting one of their own.
Dude, I hope karma bites you in your ass. I hope. Are you new?
Nope. I'm a second-year veteran.
Alright, well.
Amanda was then taken to the jail, where she was arrested for an OWI and relieved of her duties. Meet Officer Brianna Strauss from Federal Way, who's got the internet hitting the brakes after her TikTok video went viral for all the wrong reasons.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way.
The entitled cop can be seen trying to justify corrupt behavior, basically saying that cops can speed whenever they want to.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way.
Framing it as a public service announcement, she's pretty much admitting to abusing her power.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way.
While the video is only a few seconds long, it's enough for people to know what a horrible person Brianna really is.
If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. Best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
After all the backlash, she removed the video, but it was way too late.
I would say that any police officer who posts videos in their uniform, in their cruiser, is a dumbass. Don't do it. It's so cringy. I hate it. Other cops hate it. And if other cops are telling you that they don't hate it, it's because they're idiots too.
The folks over at Federal Way PD weren't exactly thrilled, to put it mildly. They stepped in and handed Officer Strauss a 10-hour timeout from the job without pay.